All right, so I don't ever do intros to these videos, but this session was a little unique in that it's probably my biggest embarrassment since becoming a dungeon master. um, yeah, it's part of the reason why I procrastinated putting this up. One, I moved, but two, I didn't really know how I should introduce this or even put this episode up. But I think it's important that it goes up anyway because it shows some of the faults that I've had as a dungeon master. It also shows and illustrates very well how easy miscommunication can happen between a player and a dungeon master. I was working on a personal quest for my good friend One Said Panda, his character Ky'el. So for people that have been following the campaign, you might know by now that Ky'el was raised by very rich parents in seclusion. He was essentially kept very isolated from the outside world to the point where he resents his family for it. On all of his sheets and whatnot, it said that he was the eldest. So I assumed eldest implied that there was youngers, right? And so I built him a quest for him to do, or an encounter, for him to do that was in line with what his goals for his character are. So that's how this all started. And yeah, so we're going to play the session, but I am going to warn you that it ends in me being upset and ending the session early. I was unprepared for his reaction, and it kind of threw me off my game, and I got upset and ended the session. So just to be clear, though, that Panda and I, of course, have worked things out. We're very good friends. So it didn't take us very long to work everything out. There wasn't an argument or anything. We didn't call each other names or anything of the sort. And I think some of the other players were a little bit baffled by what was happening because they didn't quite understand what was happening. So I'm going to play the session out, and then I'm going to put a little bit at the end to kind of explain how I wanted things to go and some of the learnings that I have. So yeah, I'll see you at the end of the video. All right. Everything is good. Welcome to session.
One might say everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome. Everything is good when you're on session 25. Welcome to session 25. Although we have to take away 3 sessions that we played in Extended Universe, so technically 22, but we're just going to count them. It's session 25. We've played 25 sessions of D&D. Well, 24. We're about to play 25.
I may not be good at math, but I sure am good at other things.
That's a lie.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. Roll persuasion, please. All right. Did you actually? I'm still not convinced.
I sure in the fuck did.
Not a great roll for you, sir.
Just talking to myself in my hotel room now. In room?
So last session, we were playing in the Extended Universe, and a couple of our people almost died. So that was interesting.
And one who didn't die just spent most of the time on the ground.
Yeah, you did spend most of your time on your back. That's true. I didn't think that one bear and one wolf could cause so much trouble, but yeah, it did. So that was interesting. But where do we leave off in the proper part of the campaign? Who wants to remember? You have to think back a little bit.
Let's see. Tanzu got fucking obliterated. I think that was last time.
Yep, that was.
That was 2 times ago. We've had a session since he died.
Right. You met Viking or Vikin or whatever.
Yeah, we've met Tanzu 2.0.
I thought we met him the same session he died, because...
Yeah. You did. Yeah, that was last
I planned on going to the inn or see the mayor in the morning. That's not happened.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I barely know the group.
Town. That's where we're at.
I literally have written down
tavern.
Tanzu gets killed by the Banshee, and we magically appear back on the road.
Yeah, because that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You magically appeared back on the road.
Link found Tanzu's mouse. Remember that?
Yeah. The mouse survived because we're cruelty-free stream / D&D
Right.
campaign here, where we're not going to purposely kill horses or, like animals and things.
How do you feel about me punning a puppy down the street?
I would probably kick you from the campaign, to be honest. You're not going to do that. We have rules for a reason, and one of those, animal abuse, is one of those things that we're not going to do at this table. So,
My note is Tanzu died like an idiot and body is gone.
there you go. That's fair.
I'm sure
There you
somewhere
go.
on Panda's paper must bring back the kill again.
There
Nope.
was some talk of you guys trying to figure out how and if you can get to Tanzu, or where, if there was some talk about pursuing or finding a body for him,
Mm-hmm.
at least a little bit.
Yeah, there were some weird people who were like, "We need to go do that."
Yeah, right.
And Ky'el told us his real name.
Oh, that's right. We know his real name now.
Oh, Ky'el did say, didn't he?
I
Oh.
stand by the statement Tanzu was framed.
We'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
We
now.
will if pStabs allows my new story to go for it.
I don't know. You haven't talked to me really about your new story, so we'll see. You'll have to actually like.
Have to
Hey,
DM you.
pStabs, can we do this story that I haven't told you about?
Hey, pStabs,
I mean, he's like for like a
That'd be
half a
great.
second
Trust
told me
me.
something, but we have to have a conversation to see how I'm gonna weave it in, Shantae. So we have to have an actual proper
Yeah.
conversation, not a 2-second,
no,
1 sentence passing thing. So
on the fly is perfect. What do
No.
you mean?
no, sir. Well, if it's on the fly, I'm in charge. So
Making
you
it
won't
up
like
as
it
we
very
go.
much.
We'll discuss it later this week.
What else happened after Tanzu's death? You guys met Viken eventually, but where did you meet him?
At the Breathless Spirit Tavern. Right?
Wow,
think
you
so.
had the name.
Look at you
Wait,
writing
where
down
are you
names.
guys supposed to be? Aren't you supposed to be at
We're at
like
the end.
you're at
We're
the
leaving
inn?
the
Okay.
tavern to go to
It's
the
in,
inn.
it's in Burdusk.
There we go.
Right.
I was on the wrong screen. So yeah, you guys decided to go to Burdusk because you're gonna go visit Ky'el's family's house.
And he paid for
Oh.
all of us to stay at the boarding house like a nice gentleman.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
nice.
Everyone but me, who he doesn't know.
You still owe me something, pStabs.
I still owe you something.
Uh-huh.
I do. Do you want to DM
From
me
one of
with what it is, or tell me?
One of the items that I found. The robe. There were still some items on
Oh, we had to roll for those, right?
there. Yeah.
Well, I'll do that when whoever is the person that gets it. Then we'll roll. Because the rewards haven't been distributed yet, right? You just identified them?
I was gonna give them out before we went to bed.
Yeah, so when we give them out is when I'll have whoever gets it roll for the things on it. Is that fair? I'll have to look up where it is again, but you are correct. We do need to do that. So you guys met Viken and you were at a tavern or hanging around a tavern / upscale ritzy like restaurant bar thing in Burdusk. And that's kind of where we left off. You guys were going to go to Ky'el's family's home in the morning, I thought, or at some point anyway. But for now, you're going to bed, I thought.
Oh no, I think I remember what had happened. What had happened was we were all going to bed. I was using identify on the items, and then I was just some people woke up with treats.
Okay. Well, why don't we just start right there then, where you're playing Santa Claus.
I was gonna say, what is Santa Claus in the Forgotten Realms?
His name is Ky'el Munster. Also, who is Iron Dorserin?
That would be
Yeah.
No, I always
Brian?
forget to change my name. Okay.
He just
Hold on.
forgets to change his name.
Yeah, I don't know who this person is, but okay.
I do want to just reiterate announcements before we start playing tonight that we will have 2 additional players joining us. One should be next session, and then the other will be the session after. Praxic is going to be stepping out for a undetermined number of months. So, and then with Kontos being very hit or miss, I've decided to put our table back to 7 players. And we'll still need 4 to play on the regular campaign, and then we'll play, unless you guys vote to play the the extended universe. But so EA Phantom is one of the players, a friend of mine that I met in Destiny 1, and he should be joining us now. EA is notorious for falling asleep while playing games, so I did warn him that he's not allowed to fall asleep during during D&D, or we will roast the fuck out of him.
We will make fun of you.
Oh yeah,
That'll be fun.
you won't like it, maybe, you know.
Like when Mosh did.
Yeah, when Mosh did, yep. And then the other player will be Reba Burrito, somebody we met here on Twitch, and Reebs should be they both will be good for the table. So yeah, so we'll have new players, one next week and one or next session, one the session after. And yeah,
I can't wait for a session where all of us show up and it's nothing but fighting, and it's 16 hours of us fighting.
well, probably a couple sessions. I'll just throw some stuff at you guys. I'm actually getting better at this. I'm feeling a little bit more confident about it. I've designed a few things myself, you know.
You know how chaotic Discord will be that night when everyone's here?
Why?
If it ever happens.
Everybody takes a turn. You just take turns. It's your turn. Combat will last for fucking 5 years.
Yes.
So, you know, we just do role playing that night. All right, so why don't we begin? Ky'el, I'll turn the floor over to you.
I've already damned the 2 people of the treats they have laid out at, like, on their belongings.
Okay.
There's just a nicely handwritten note explaining what they do. Lynn, you have like a cloak laying with your things now. That is, looks like it is almost made out of like leaves and stone. It kind of shifts and moves. I actually sent you a DM of the D&D Beyond card, so you know what the item actually does.
So
And
to be clear, this is the items that you guys recovered or got at the end of the swamp encounter.
Oh, okay.
So they needed to be
then-
identified. The magic items needed to be identified, which Ky'el did while you guys were all sleeping.
Harumbo, you have a lantern placed amongst your things that allows you to see invisible creatures and objects if they're within the lantern's light.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say I was bright.
That too.
Sure.
Yeah,
And
it's
the robe I have tucked away because I haven't run into Darius.
Okay. And what did you keep for yourself?
Just a couple things.
Just a couple things? Okay, you're gonna be all... I don't even remember what I gave out at this point. I have to go back
Secret
and look at my
things.
list.
I
It's
have
okay,
he's making
a,
up as he speaks.
I have a wand of magic detection
Yep.
and a stone of good luck
Ooh.
on my person.
And what does Lynn's cape do, or her cloak?
Oh,
nice.
she can use
color
her
and
cloak as a
texture?
spell casting focus
Okay.
as a druid.
Oh.
And then if you're in an area that is lightly obscured, you can hide as a bonus action, even if you're being directly observed.
There you go. Just suddenly you're a bush.
I put up my hood.
I'm
and you can't see me
camo.
anymore.
Yep, pretty much.
You become a Fortnite bush.
That's right.
She's John Cena.
And unfortunately for Viking, because he wasn't there for the
Fucking know him.
yeah, well, he wasn't there for the swamp encounter, so he don't get no loots.
I also don't know who the fuck he is.
That's true
Yeah.
too. That's true
The
too.
only person I've spoken to's really not here.
Well, that's
Alright.
true.
Other than a quick, do you know this person? Oh, we're drawing too much attention. Time to leave.
Oh, that's true. How are we gonna story you into hanging out with these guys then?
I'll just fuck off to my own thing. Got it.
You can if you'd like to, or you can follow along with them.
I don't think how tall am I? 9 foot, 8 foot man showing up at Kyle's house.
Where'd it go?
Great
Oh,
idea.
if you followed them, or you find them in the morning. Okay, so let's start. So Ky'el is giving it some things. It's morning time. Good morning.
And we're still at the fancy inn.
Still at the fancy boarding house, yes.
Fancy boarding house. That's right.
But the plan is to go to
Because
Ky'el's house.
Okay.
Now, don't everyone talk all at once.
Sorry, I was just I was adding my cloak to my.
Same. I was
Oh,
adding
okay, yeah,
my
you
2
guys can
items.
add your items to your inventory, please, if you haven't already.
Yeah.
And if you need an actual, I will eventually go through and pull the items, the little pictures, and add them to your
I
things.
just drag the items over to my sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they're
You should be able. Yeah, you can
in
drag
there
them if you'd
already,
like.
yeah.
Yeah, they're just like they're actual D&D items. They're
Yeah.
able
Right.
to be searched and located.
So what did Karumbo get?
I have a
The
lantern.
Oh, the
Of
lantern.
revealing.
Ooh.
Fancy ass light.
I just has to make sure he always has pints of oil on him.
Like, actually, I'm not so sure I do right now. I might have to go get some.
You might.
It probably came loaded at least with 1 charge of oil.
I would allow it to be preloaded. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like off to the side in the secret little oil compartment.
It's got some in there, but it isn't lit, right? So,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's only when you light it.
yep, I will need to pick some up to refill laters.
Oh, please don't make this a shopping episode. Please don't make this.
No,
a
no,
shopping
no. I'm just
episode.
making a note to
I'm like, I didn't fill
myself.
stores. I
Time to
didn't
make
fill
this a shopping
stores.
episode.
I don't need it
Those
right
are our
now
good
'cause it has
RP
some in it.
episodes.
Hey, DM, I'd like to go shopping while the group's off doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
I'll deal with you later. You should
Well, I
find a
thought
way
he
to
was
come with
meeting
the
us at
group,
the
Shantae.
mayor. Wasn't he
Who's-
going to meet us there?
At the
I
mayor?
thought-
Why? Wait, why were you guys going to see the mayor?
I
I
have
don't
to talk to
remember.
Lisa
Of
before we do
Burdusk.
that one.
From what my understanding is, Ky'el kind of wants to, stay a little bit quiet and hidden while he's here in Burdusk, and you
I don't
guys shouldn't be
remember.
making a
Someone
big
said
scene by
something about
going and
I
seeing
want
the
to talk to
mayor.
the mayor,
Oh, he wants to talk to the mayor. Okay, yeah, no, we're not going to go there. He wants to. Okay, my bad.
but I need to talk to pStabs about that one first.
Yeah, because you didn't talk to me about anything you wanted to do, Shantae, so I need to at least have an idea. All right, but let's get started, guys. All right, you guys have just woke up, you found all your little gifts, and action.
Lynn wakes up and looks at her cloak and is like, "Oh, this is so beautiful. Where did this come from?" She's freaking out. She doesn't get gifts.
Like I said, there's just a little handwritten note on what it does.
Lynn, can you
But
read
not-
the note?
Yeah, Lynn cannot read the note.
Well, you'll have to bring the note to somebody who
What-
can read.
What language did you put it in?
Fucking common.
Okay, then yeah, I can read it. Just making sure.
Because
No,
Ky'el
it's in
does know some
Dwarvish.
language. He knows what 4 languages Ky'el does.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I only know a couple.
He wrote it
Yeah.
in like Celestial.
Look, I might be pretentious, but I'm not an asshole
Oh, there you go.
to my friends.
Oh yeah, see, Karumbo knows 4 as well.
So yeah, I got a couple.
Nice.
Okay.
So Lynn is gonna take her little note over to Karumbo and say, "Hey, can you read this to me? I don't know what it says."
Oh, sure. And he just reads it passably well. You see, this cloak helps you hide. Yeah, he reads it word for word and then asks the question.
Yeah, I'm into that. I like that. And she's just feeling it, and feeling the hood, on her hat, feeling the details of it and stuff, and she's just getting cozy with it.
And since I think the only person who's been with us who can even if he didn't sign it, the only person who writes it would be Ky'el, right? Because I didn't do it. Lynn doesn't write, so
Mm-hmm.
does the bunny know how to write?
Unless it's the new guy.
He snuck into our room and gave us presents in the
I was
middle of the
gonna
night.
It's the
If he's
9
sticking
foot
in my
man.
room, that would be really weird. I got one too, and he shows her his note, and then realizes, oh, that won't help. And he reads it to her, and shows the little lantern he's got now.
Okay. Did Ky'el give us gifts?
8 foot man.
Did he explain that they came from the?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Apparently, yes.
It's just like as cut and dry, and it's a note that says this is what it does.
This is this. Okay.
This is for like, dear person, this is what this does. Enjoy. Basically, is what it says.
Okay.
You may do with it what you want.
Alright. I'm just trying to get down to who gave it to us. So we've basically figured out that it's Ky'el, though.
I would assume.
Unless it's Darius, but we don't know.
Is I almost said Fat Chocobo. Is Izul in the room, or is he gone?
He, during the middle of the night, slipped away, and you guys don't know where he is. But he left a note that said that he had some things to take care of, and that he'd see you soon.
That's true. Izul would probably know how to write.
He's sneaking off to fuck that bitch in the first town.
I was gonna say it's probably that lady from the first town we were in together.
But if you guys were to notice that the handwriting on the notes doesn't match, but only if you're like paying attention.
What, like the handwriting is different between the two notes?
Oh, but no, between the notes that were on the items and the note that Izul left that said he had some things to take care of, and he'd see you guys. He'd catch up with you another time.
Okay. I was like, what?
I probably should have started with that.
Makes sense. Well, should we go figure out what we're going to be doing now with Ky'el?
Yeah, let's go. I would like to tell him thank you, because I feel shiny and fancy in my new little cloak.
Okay, so would we? Oh, that's right. He sleeps in. He doesn't wake up. So he's probably still in his room.
Staying up late to identify these items last night.
No, he's just lazy.
I'm trying to play catch up.
All right, so we go knock on his door.
We were all in like one big like suite together.
Yeah, you guys are in 4 over here.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you don't see that it says 4.
was gonna
Never
say,
mind.
Over here.
Yeah.
In like one big suite at the top of the building.
So do we just shake his bed then and wake him up?
Well, Darius isn't here to bunny wake him up, so I don't know what to do, and I don't want to wake him up. I'm too scared.
Scared?
Darius is just so you guys are. Darius is sick in the bed, so he's not feeling well, so he's gonna take some extra sleep. He said.
All right. Well, I'll go do it. He goes and shakes the bed.
How hard are you shaking the bed?
Just gently at first, but I'm assuming if it doesn't wake up, I'll have to be more vigorous.
Oh no, I wake up immediately.
Oh, okay.
It's like a Princess and the Pea type situation.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, then you're good.
You just like barely like tap it. What?
It's morning.
Reggie,
Good morrow to you.
what makes it so good?
Well, we aren't dead yet.
That's true. We're not like that idiot Tanzu.
Oh no. Sorry.
Too soon.
Yeah. Actually, I was like, oh, like suddenly he remembers that maybe that wasn't a good response.
So Lynn had
It
like
cringes.
a big like smile on her face, and when he said that, Lynn just went like, "Oh."
Oh yeah, that's right.
Whoopsie.
Too soon, sir. Too soon.
Oh man.
So what's the plan for today?
Breakfast.
Above the table, does breakfast count as shopping, pStabs? Just
No,
asking.
you can have that. I do.
Okay,
actually,
just checking. All right,
I
all
looked
right.
up I opened my notes from last session. There are 2 stores available to you.
All it takes is me threatening to go shopping. She
There's
looks.
a there's a store. Hold on, you probably can't see where I'm clicking. This is a store. This is also a store.
You're a store.
Which Ky'el would know the name of. And I'm gonna DM it to him right now.
Well, where we go to breakfast is up to you. This is your town. What do you recommend?
I mean, they have breakfast. They just bring it up to the room. That's part of
Oh,
the bill, yes. Have you never heard of room service before?
he nods, but it's clear this is a very new concept to him.
And Ky'el just throws his hand over to the... he's been, like, muttering to himself this whole time. Right? And you've, like, as he's answering, he's also still muttering and, like, carrying on conversation with you, but continues to mutter. And then all of a sudden, like, he sits up a little bit and his cloak, like, his top covering just kind of, like, gets carried over to him invisibly. Just, like, thrown around his shoulders. And then there's a little bell that's over on his nightstand that just rings. Like, it gets lifted up and rings. I ritual cast Unseen Servant. pStabs.
Okay. So how would Karumbo react to that?
Crumbo's like looking back and forth like, is this a
Make
rich
sure.
person thing or a Ky'el thing? And he's just not wanting to ask. So he's just looking back and forth. And he kind of takes a step back to kind of get out of the way of whatever is going on here.
You just see, like, slowly Kyle's clothes are, like, coming to him and dressing him, just at no direction of his own. But, like, he's not putting it on himself, but he's being clothed.
Like Cinderella and the Burbs.
You would think that would save time in the morning.
Yes, it is very handy.
Did he say that they're gonna bring food to us?
Yes, that's what he said.
Oh my gosh.
You guys hear a knock at the door. Room service?
And I just say, answer that. And then just all of a sudden the door opens.
The woman just stands there looking a little bit confused because she
Yes,
didn't
yes.
see anything.
Come in,
Like,
come in.
oh yeah, yes, sir. Is there? Can you move those things, ma'am? Can you clear off this table for me, please? And she points to the table where somebody laid their pack.
Oh yeah, I'll grab that and move it really quickly.
Thank
Lynn
you.
just literally just like shoves it off like with one hand.
Thank you. And the lady stands there.
Does she put anything on the table?
Yeah,
Or
she
just
put
standing next to
she
it?
put all the food on it. She put all the things on the
Okay.
table, and now she's just standing there looking at you.
I just mage hand over 2 gold.
And she nods. Thank you, sir, and leaves.
Thank you.
So from this interaction, Karumbo deduces this is a Ky'el thing and actually feels a lot better about the whole process.
Nice. Okay.
Except when he sees the gold like literally floating across the air and going,
So that one you see like a
A glowy
a
hand.
hand, yeah. Like you see me
Oh,
produce
so you
the
didn't
gold.
see-
You see
he
me
didn't see
produce
how
the
much,
gold.
just that it was gold.
You just see me produce like some gold out of my coin pouch, and then like I just hold my hand out, and then a spectral hand appears, grabs it out, and just like carries it over to her, and hands it to her.
And Karumbo kind of shakes his head, is like, wow, breakfast is expensive here.
Breakfast was a part of the room. That's what I gave her was a tip.
A what?
A tip. There's many people that work here for tips. You know, she brought the food up, so then you tip her as a thank you.
You thanked her with gold?
What else are you supposed to thank her with?
It's a good thing that I assumed that was going to her, or else I would have tried to probably take it out of the air.
A nice note? Some muffins?
Some
No?
muffin.
Why would we give her food? She brought us food.
Or trade.
You asked how we thank people.
Food for food, yeah?
Yeah, you can't go wrong with food.
Food is love, Ky'el.
No, food is fuel, Lynn.
Well, that too. It can be both.
I don't think I've ever read any stories or poems about one's love for food.
You've not read much halfling literature, have you?
I can't say that I'm well versed.
What's for breakfast?
Eggs and bacon and bread with copious amounts of tasty bacon grease that it's been toasted in, and very expensive cuts of steak, and a lot of fresh salad and fruit.
Holy moly.
It's a
So
very
any
fine
cheese for
spread.
Tiny?
There's no cheese.
And you
Oh,
said all of
geez.
the food
Send it back.
comes with the room. Man, I need to get me one of these rooms forever.
Oh wait, did you say you gave some cheese to Tiny?
I said, is there any cheese for Tiny?
No, she didn't bring you any cheese. But maybe
Oh, no.
you think there should be cheese, Ky'el.
I'm gonna cast message.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say in her head, this is the individual in the suite. If you could be so kind as to bring some cheese as well, that would be most appreciated. Thank you. You may reply to this message.
Oh, yes, I'll right away, sir. And then a few minutes later, a knock at the door.
I'm actually up and I'll go just open it.
Sir, your cheese, and she also gives you back your 2 gold for her
I'm
mistake.
just gonna take the plate and say, don't.
Oh,
We're all mortal, it happens.
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
Mm.
thank you, thank you.
Have a good day. I'll just shut the door.
And she leaves.
I was just thinking cheese would go with this.
I'll just toss a piece to Lynn. This is for Tanzu's little friend.
Oh yeah, this is for Tiny. I'll give it to him right away.
Also, best not to pull him out whenever we're out in the lobby area. Just, they're not fond of animals in places like these, typically.
Okay. I'll keep him hidden.
Especially rodents.
I just like reach into my little cloak and just kind of pat his head and give him a piece of cheese.
Tiny's already getting better love with the new owner. I forgot he fucking existed.
Yeah, he didn't even remember his name.
Wow.
Druids, you know, they do that kind of thing.
Look, he was living large in my whole backpack. Pounds of cheese.
That's true. He was having as much cheese as
He was
we
in
wanted
heaven.
because he forgot
Mhm.
that he was even in there, I bet.
Yeah.
I thought he was in the skull, not the backpack.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
in
The skull was in the backpack.
Skull's tied
Skull
to
was
his belt.
attached to the backpack.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
skull was on his belt.
I thought it was on
I
his
thought-
belt all the time. Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
that's what I thought.
I described it as attached to the back of the bag.
Are you
I
sure?
thought- I meant to. It was
Review
going to
the
be tied to his bag.
tapes!
All right,
I
time to
don't
go back to
remember
episode 1.
It was meant to be tied to his bag.
Here's what we do. 1 year when we're all famous and these things have gone viral.
We'll have it animated.
What we'll say
Somebody
here now
will have already made a wiki.
in session
that says-
25, the first person to comment what it actually is will pin your comment. There you go. Pretend one day we'll be famous. If you can tell me,
look at it.
if
You pin my comment.
if you could tell me if Tanzu's skull where Tiny was living was on his belt or on his backpack.
I'm pretty sure I described it as being tied to his bag.
Well, I think it was belt. So does Ky'el. So.
Well, doesn't mean you're not wrong.
No, so does Panda.
So does Panda. That's true. Ky'el doesn't care, I don't think.
Callie has no opinion.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it.
Crumbo starts with the bacon.
It's perfect. It is the best bacon you have ever tasted ever in your life. And as you chew it, you feel like your teeth and your tongue and your cheeks, the inside of your cheeks, feel like they're singing to you.
A food porn level of description.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now I'm hungry.
Lynn's taking one of everything.
Same for you, Lynn. You've never tasted food that is as good as this.
Yeah, Lynn's
Ky'el, it's
vegetarian, I thought,
average to
right?
you. Yeah, I
Lynn,
thought.
are you vegetarian? Right?
Do what?
Oh no, I
Sorry,
think
is
Darius
Lynn?
is.
Darius is, yeah, but I don't know if Lynn is a vegetarian or not.
I don't know. Are you? Is your character?
No.
No. Okay.
No,
She's not.
Okay.
And Ky'el, the food's average to you.
Yeah, food is food.
Crumbo starts looking around for his backpack to try to take some of this bacon with him later.
Yeah. Lynn wants to take some rations with her as well.
Oh, she's gonna make rations out of this food? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Crumbo doesn't know anything about rations. He's just going to hold on to it for a while.
Like, cram bacon into a pocket.
Yeah, you know.
Yep.
Gotta
As-
have
as
pocket
one
bacon
does.
in your life.
Tanzu had pocket cheese, so
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
one of those things seems more sanitary.
Bacon.
Mhm.
No.
It's already been cured and salted. It's gonna last
Yep.
a lot longer than
Mhm.
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheese will mold and get all squishy in your backpack.
Aye, the mold adds flavor.
Depends on the kind of mold
Fuzzy.
there, sir.
I stand by my statement. The mold adds flavor.
Good old penicillin.
Shoot.
Black mold. The mold has the plague. Yeah, flavor.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Well, after we eat, what's the plan? You gonna show us out on the town, Ky'el?
I mean, if I'm being completely honest with you, very rarely was I allowed outside of my home's complex.
Your home's
Okay.
complex. What do you mean? Like the
The manor and the grounds that my parents lived on.
manor? Oh. You mean you had like a? Oh.
Large house, large yard. You know, nothing too garish. Wasn't a castle or anything.
Crumbo's mentally preparing himself for some place that's probably bigger than the entire temple complex that like all of the people in his village, you know, all the priests stayed together in.
Lynn says that this sounds like it's gonna be the biggest house she's ever seen in her life.
Is that what she's thinking or what she's saying?
She's saying it.
I mean, if
But
she's
it-
thinking it, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, she's saying it. This
She
sounds
said
like
it
it's
out
gonna be
loud?
the biggest house I've ever seen.
I mean, it's certainly one of the larger houses in this town, but it's definitely not anything too crazy.
Well, I am bright-eyed and excited. I mean, not to make a joke right now about Tanzu, but it's probably a good thing he's not here because he'd probably steal something.
No, I'd be the one place he wouldn't steal from, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You
the
can't
reason
say
he left the
anything.
fucking
He's not
town.
here.
To not steal from this inn?
No, from his house.
Oh, for his health.
To be fair, I did find a way to keep him on a short leash when need be. So, after learning his name, you notice he didn't try to run away and do things on his own.
That's true. If only we knew his name when he tried to kill my bear.
Or before we were going to the camp initially. Exactly.
That's true. Yep. If only.
I mean, I do know of a few spots for shopping. And I
Ooh.
mean, if we must go to my family's estate, we certainly can. I can only imagine how that's going to go over with that nonsense from last night at the eating establishment.
What's Ky'el referring to?
Oh, you forgot your own message.
No, I didn't.
he's-
I just want to remind for everybody.
He's referring to the while the singer was performing with their little interjection of like, oh, and by the way, if you ever see Ky'el, his mom's got a bounty out if you find him and turn him in.
Yup.
Oh yeah, I was like, which? It was very understated for shenanigans, but yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
that makes sense.
Well, it kind of sounded very like sing-songy blase. Like it sounded like to you guys, maybe something that she or this person, like the performer, would have been saying like every day for years. You know, it felt very much like very rehearsed, you know, and just whatever kind of attitude. So it didn't stick out necessarily. Nobody really paid attention, but Ky'el definitely zoned in on it.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of stores are there in Burdusk?
There's a general store named after one of my family's servants. It was her father's establishment. And then there was a... upscale's not the right word. More full of oddities. Bit of magics here and there.
Ooh.
So, and the reason why you guys don't know about more is because Ky'el doesn't know about more because he wasn't able to leave very often. And I'm kind of keeping the city that way purposefully.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's like the thing that I said, but different.
Okay.
The same but different.
Well, I kind of want to make it clear that I'm not going to tell you guys much about your surroundings.
Right.
Is what I'm kind of saying, right? Like, at least at this point.
Kurama kind of shrugs at Ky'el, basically letting him lead since this is his home, so to speak. Wherever we need to go, we can get started now.
Do we have any... I can't recall the word. I'm still not quite awake yet. Preference to what manner we do things? Any order?
I know. I want to check out the magic store. The oddity store.
I certainly can go there.
I don't know if Kurumbo wanted to check out the general store or not.
Oh, I don't really need. I'll need to pick up some oil later, but other than that, I think we're good.
Oh, okay. Well, then if no one needs anything, we don't need to shop. No one really technically needs to. I'm broke, so we don't really need to. I just wanted to go look.
We can certainly go. I mean, is it on the way, out of the way, pStabs?
They're out of the way, though.
Absolutely, we're going shopping.
The shopping episode.
Oh, damn.
Well, at least we're going to I'm gonna take them to Randall's.
Okay, that's fair. We can do that.
So I do not want to go home yet for as long as possible.
Why? You don't want to be a 6-episode adventure?
No, I just don't want to deal with my fucking parents.
All right,
Dude,
so
I ran away for a reason.
Tanzu died for a reason.
Yeah, because you hate us. And
yeah,
don't
you
wanna
wanted to play a different
Tanzu
character.
anymore.
What was the reason?
Hey, it made good story.
I'm bored of stabby stab. The end.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting to sneak attack. Let me
Exactly.
re-roll.
Little column A, little column B.
That's
Look,
fine.
I can't forget to shoot someone in the face. It's my only attack.
All right.
You can forget to action surge
That's
or
true.
second wind.
Also true. All right, so
Fuck,
as you
you're
guys
right.
are, I'm gonna fast forward. You guys you've gotten ready. You're leaving the boarding house, and for now, and with the intent to come back, of course, because you need to pick up Sir Bunny. But the marketplace where this is very busy right now. A lot of very wealthy-looking people coming and going quietly. It's not as loud as you would expect in another place. Like Crumble would be accustomed to, even Greenest seems louder than what you're noticing here, and people are being very extra polite to each other. It just seems ritzy and wealthy.
I'm glaring at anyone giving my friends dirty looks as we're walking.
Oh, they're definitely giving you guys dirty looks.
I'm just
Women
glaring
are
at them all.
pulling their children to the other side of the road, especially away from Lynn.
But I've got my hood on. What
You-
are they scared?
You're
And
blue.
she had a.
No one ever
she
does
had
that to
a-
halflings. It's not me.
She had a bath last night too.
Your skin is
Yeah.
blue. Right?
It's a Smurf running around.
You're right.
And so you look different, and you wear some bear skins and stuff, or you wear skins mostly, even though you do have a very pretty dress.
Are you
So-
barefoot? I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got just like
Yup.
some little wraps on my feet. But
Yeah. And they don't concern themselves too much with Karumbo, of course. They're used to halflings, but Janase, yep, definitely. So you see women grabbing their children, they're pulling them across from the street, and you hear a few murmurings and whisperings as you proceed through the streets. What does this place come to? They'll just let anybody in. I can't believe it. They really need to do something. You just hear people muttering.
And in their heads, they just hear, "I hope you stub your toe tonight." I hope the next time you go to your favorite restaurant, they're out of all of your choices. They just hear like these mean little like nonsense jabs back in their head as they're talking shit on my friend.
Yep, and they all just seem like their face goes a little bit shocked. They're not sure where that voice came from.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys, eventually, after a little bit of time, because Ky'el doesn't quite know where Randall's is, and
I've heard stories.
yeah, he's heard stories, so he knows the general idea. But eventually, you guys get there.
And if I get close enough and I haven't found, I'm gonna like just kind of stop someone and just politely ask, "Pardon me, sir. Can you point me in the direction of Randall's repository?"
Certainly, it's behind you, just right over there.
Much appreciated, sir.
You're welcome. He nods and pulls his hat down a little bit.
Just nod back and turn around. Of course, here we are. Randall's repository. Then, after you,
Thanks.
I'll hold the door open for her.
A chime rings softly when you guys enter. Hello and welcome to Randall's repository. I am certainly not Randall.
Did you say suppository?
Repository?
Oh, okay.
Man, how do you know what a suppository is?
I heard someone talk about it once, and I thought that's what she said.
Certainly not.
Remember,
this
not
part of
understanding what this
town.
is assumes they're talking about mystical stuff and just like they sell magic here.
They don't sell magic here. They sell different types of magical items and potions and whatnot, from my understanding.
We sell all sorts of potions, filters. We do identification of magical items. We can also enchant something. How may I help you?
Okay. Lynn's just looking around at everything.
Everything, Lynn, that you see is sparkly and glittery, gold-colored, deep dark wood.
Okay.
Everything like shiny. If you were to touch something, you'd leave a fingerprint behind. Very glass. There's a crystal chandelier above your head, so crystal lights glittering down on you, and the floor is buffed so you can see yourself.
I'm just reading off the cards of if there are like any like cards describing things. I'm just reading them off to her as she looks at them.
Yeah, and you're just reading names of potions. There's all sorts. Like there's potions of healing and heroism. There's a filter of love. And there is a sign that says identification, 20 gold per item, enchantment, negotiable.
Ooh, so things are negotiable here. That's a change from one of our last vendors.
That's just because enchanting is a broad topic and a broad subject, whereas like musical instruments are just kind of, they are what they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually, you know, based on however much time and labor went into creating them, I assume. That's why the enchantments are negotiable, because you could have something as simple as make this rock glow, or make a very powerful magical weapon or piece of armor. That may take much longer.
That makes sense.
Some enchantments take weeks, months even. So the compensation for such services would be costly and, of course, varied. Most of you don't look like you're from around here, and the one that slightly does looks a little out of place as well. Are you new to town?
Is she looking at anyone in particular?
Just all of you. Just the three of you back and forth.
Grumbo smiles at her and says, "Just arrived yesterday."
Oh, very good. And where are you traveling from, sir?
Well, originally Baldur's Gate.
Interesting. I hear
Well, we
there's
took the
very
long way
good
around.
stores there. Oh, I beg your pardon.
Oh, we took the long way around.
I see.
I mean, Karumba, wouldn't technically you be traveling from Greenest, considering that's where you first started before everything? You went from
Well,
Greenest
yeah.
to Baldur's Gate back to Greenest.
Well, my home's more in Baldur's Gate now.
But
Or it
this
was.
time around, we're traveling from Greenest. That's where we were last. And where
True
you've been
enough.
dispatched from.
Oh, Greenest, you say? I have heard rumors that there are dragons afoot down in Greenest. Is there any truth to these rumors?
Oh, not anymore.
It died? Surely.
Well,
Surely not.
it went away?
Oh, that's more like it, yes. Oh, well, good. Hopefully it doesn't come here. Randa would be quite upset.
Why would he be
Is
upset
Randall
about
here?
a dragon?
Oh, no, Randall's not here right now. He He is busy enchanting, so I run the store for him when he is working. He is the person that does the identification and the enchantments. Oh, Randall had a run-in at one point with the Cult of Dragons. This was years and years ago before he and I became married.
Oh.
So he's always interested in dragons and avoiding dragons.
Did he tell you any tales about his interactions with them?
He did not, actually. Now that I think about it, I might have to ask him tonight.
Well, while we're here, do you have any lamp oil?
Oh, I do not. You would need to go to Sora's.
Oh.
Do you have anything on bears? I'm feeling homesick.
Do I have anything about bears? No, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
We sell potions.
I didn't know if you had any books.
I could look to see if I have a potion that maybe makes you as strong as a bear.
No, that's okay.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, sir, you were saying something, and she points to Ky'el. But doesn't really point, she like holds her hand out, palm up, you know, like a rich person point.
I've lost the plot, I don't recall.
Hmm.
It may come back to me at some point.
No apology.
There's no reason to be apologetic.
My bad.
She's just excited. It's the first time in a shop of this rapport.
Yeah, my bad.
We have potions that heal. I have potions that buff you, I guess, make you feel better. We do have some poisons as well, if you're interested in those.
Not that I'm aware of. The only member of our party that would have is no longer with us.
Oh, that's unfortunate or fortunate, whichever you feel.
I'm still trying to work that one out.
I just imagine.
Oh,
Crumbo's
you liked
like...
your friend then? Okay.
I imagine Crumbo's just sitting there, like, trying to figure out why these people seem so pretentious. I guess like it's all big an act or a show, like they're playing, like doing some kind of dance.
Yeah, he kind of like has his head on tilt like all the time right now. Just
That confused dog look.
Like maybe, yeah.
Just like tilting your
like
head.
There's something bothering him, and he can't
forth.
quite put his finger on it. You know.
Lynn is just completely oblivious. She's just like still enamored by the
glittery bottles on the shelves.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will leave you to look around if you're not interested in purchasing anything. If you are, just speak up. I'm going to read for a bit.
Have no magical items at all of your own. You just simply enchant things for customers, correct?
Correct, sir. Yes. That is correct.
Do you know of any shops around that have already made and manufactured magical items?
Not that's open today. Perhaps you could try Tisdel's. They're open, I believe tomorrow.
Perfect, everyone. Let's go to sleep and come back tomorrow. I think she turned her computer off. She's over it.
No, I'm just like, okay, if you want.
I'm just done with your shit already.
You were just like pure silence, so I was like,
Yeah, fuck, that's how it's gonna
I mean,
be.
if you want, you gotta give me 10 minutes to fill up a magical item store.
Joking. Well, then, is there anything else you'd like to look at here?
I don't think so. I just wanted to come see what this place was.
far more potion focused than I had realized, so
Yeah.
apologies. Maybe we can check out Tisdale's tomorrow. If we're still in town.
That sounds good. Yeah, we still have to go to your home.
Unfortunately. Rumbo, do you want to go to Sora's before we proceed?
Well, no, it's not. We can do that later. If we're going to be going shopping tomorrow anyway.
We're going to Sora's.
Okay, sure.
Just keep stalling.
He's definitely stalling.
Like, I haven't even met me today yet.
All right, so you guys are walking around through town looking for Sora's.
We'll just stop somebody and ask for directions.
Well, I was gonna say you actually can kind of decipher where it is from all of your talks with the servant, with Sora herself.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys go in. Ky'el leads you there rather quickly compared to the other place. But yeah, you guys go inside, and again, very, very ritzy looking, gold, silver everywhere. Big lights from the ceiling, very shiny floors. Everything is dark wood. So, like, you haven't seen any light woods anywhere in this place. And a man comes out. Hi, welcome to Sora's.
Hi.
Hi. Can I help you? You don't look like you're from around here.
You guys not get visitors very often?
Well, we do, but they dress a little bit, how should we say?
Nicer.
Yes, nicer.
Lynn's just looking at her clothes, and she's like, but this cape is so pretty.
Rumbo looks down at his armor and is like, what else would you wear? I don't, is it...
Well, he
keeps good care of it.
He looks a little bit more like what I'm used to. And he points to Ky'el again with that weird palm up, hand out gesture.
Rumbo actually like points to him with his little fingers, like, him? He's from here.
Oh.
A good time to casually walk in.
What is your family name, sir? Maybe I probably know you.
That's nothing of consequence at this point in time. I don't think I've ever actually been in your shop. I've just heard talk of it. And my friend here is looking for lamp oil, so I figured this would be the best place for it.
We do have lamp oil here. How much do you need? It is 5 silver a vial.
A vial? How much is in a vial?
A flask. It takes it'll last you in a normal lamp about 6 hours.
Oh, okay. So how many pints?
A vial is about a pint. I have, how many would you like? I think infinite. Oh, I should never say infinite though, because nothing ever is.
I don't know. How about 5?
That sounds good. 25 silver pieces, sir.
Okay. He digs in and
That would be what, 2 gold?
I'm like, how about they
5
got gold?
silver.
2 gold, 5 silver.
If you don't
So
have, yeah.
He puts 3 gold on the counter.
And with no indication at all that he's going to give you change, he takes the gold.
Let's just make it an even 6 then.
Oh, here you go then. He hands you the oil. It looks like regular oil. It's just oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're very welcome. Did you say what your family name was, sir?
It's Longfoot.
Oh, no, we don't know any Longfoots. There's no Longfoots of note in this area of town.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's a quite common halfling name.
Yeah, but not here. There are some halflings, but not very many of them. Can I help others here? I have a variety of fruits and nuts. Have some jerky, some cinderberries, tanker's tools, a herbalism kit.
I don't think I need anything that I can think of. But your shop is very pretty.
Oh, thank you. My daughter helped decorate it. Her name is Sora.
That's a pretty name.
Yeah, she's been working for the Munsters for years now.
Oh.
Do you know
Lynn
who
says,
they are?
Oh. And kind of looks at Karumbo.
They've been pretty good to her. It's a shame what happened to their son.
What happened to their son?
He went missing. Rumor has it, he was taken by wolves. Sold to demons. What is the other rumor about him?
Huh.
Ran away. That one seems untrue.
Wolves just don't take people for no. They just don't do that.
Sounds like an awfully garish time.
It does.
Awfully what?
Garish.
Oh. I'd say go with the demons.
Yeah. Demons could be
It makes
very
a better
scary.
story.
Oh, it definitely would, yes. Oh, but Mrs. Munster's been just beside herself. She's a little better now. It's been so long, but that first few months that he was gone, every day she'd come in, ask me to put a sign up. I think I actually have one of the old ones that she had me put up.
I would like to enter the store.
Okay.
As of right then,
How are you finding us?
I'm just walking around town. I just happened to enter the store you were in.
It's a general goods store.
He's been stalking us.
No, I just happened to enter this
Around town.
store.
What a
I-
coinkydink.
Roll an investigation check, sir.
Why? I'm entering a goods store in a town I've been in for a few days. I would know of this store.
Not of the high-end part of town.
I'm staying at the inn down the street.
Yeah, how you affording that?
Fucking the owner.
Vickin, if that is your real name.
I'm fucking the owner.
Oh, you're back.
Vickin with the okay dickin.
Oh, sir, you're back. Did you find my daughter?
Oh, I forgot about that. Still,
Oh. Well, could you... She shouldn't be at work today. I don't believe she's working for the Munsters today. But when I kind of expect when I hire a person, they're going to do their job.
I am doing a lot of jobs.
Maybe you shouldn't take on so much work, sir.
There's a saying out there that you should never half-ass two things, you should whole-ass one thing. Sounds to me like you're half-assing a lot of things.
He hired me after I started the first job.
That's a saying?
Yes.
I'm just here for rope.
So why would you take another job if you're on a job? That just doesn't sound like you're giving full commitment to either job.
Look, it's good to have a distraction sometimes.
1 silver for a rope, please. And go find my daughter.
God damn it! How many gold is a silver?
10.
Didn't I just say 1 silver?
Yes. He said how many gold is
Oh.
is a silver, and I said 10.
10 gold and 1 silver, that's good.
10 silver to 1 gold.
Yeah.
I'll hand him a gold and tell him I need my change.
Oh, okay. And he counts out the change and gives you back.
I'll find your daughter. Give me a few more days.
Days! I need her today.
I'll find her by the end of the day.
Thank you. Now, if there is anything else.
That's all I need.
Did you point me in the direction of a tailor by chance?
Oh, sure. Down the street, right in front of us here. Right out the door, straight out the door. You can go to Tiffany's.
Do they have breakfast there?
At a tailor.
Reminds me of a song I've heard. Anyway, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Oh, thank you. Oh, have a nice day. Good day.
What about
Breakfast at Tiffany's. You said that. Something like it. Something. All right, I better write down these new stores I've just created on the fly. Give me a second. Tiffany's.
I can't wait for her
Tailor.
to forget.
She's writing them down so she doesn't, sir.
Yeah, what was the Tisdale's, right?
Mhm.
What was that store again?
The magic item store.
Magic item store, yeah. All right, I don't have anything for your tailor. Let's make it up as we go.
I just want to
Waste more time and not go anywhere.
that, but I mean, I want to like essentially replace my road-worn clothing
Sure.
Oh.
and also
yeah, before you
try
go home.
to procure some sort of like shaded sunglasses or shaded glasses
Okay.
just to better hide my eyes.
Mhm. But a tailor's a great idea. People look at me like I'm a freak.
Remind her of the pretty dress that she got.
Hey, don't forget that pretty dress that you got.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess I could throw that on.
I'm
I-
sure while I'm there spending coin, they'll should be likely to let you utilize their changing room. As long as you show them beforehand that you had it before you walked in there, they won't assume you're stealing it.
Okay.
All right, so you followed the guy's direction and you happened upon Tiffany's and you walk inside and you've met and you're greeted by a middle-aged woman. She says, "Hello, my name is Tiffany. Welcome to Tiffany's. How may I help you?"
Is she human, half
Yeah,
elf,
just
elf?
human.
Just a plain old human.
Just a
okay.
plain old boring human working in a rich store with lots of velvet.
Ghastly. Yes, I would, I need to procure some new clothing, as mine has seen, worse for wear on the road.
Yes, you definitely do look like you could use a refresher, of course. Would you just like the exact same thing, but newer? Maybe made it of some better fabric, she says as she feels your pants.
Yes, certainly. Just something to comfortably go over this armor that I wear.
Do you want it to obscure that you're wearing armor, or?
I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt for it to not be obvious that I'm wearing armor, but in the same vein, doesn't really matter too much.
Okay, sure. Can you stand up here? And she puts a footstool out for you to stand on. And if you'll put your arms out straight, I will take some measurements. And then she starts to measure you for different, all of your different things, like your around your chest and your inseam, along your armpit, around your neck. And then she's yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm spacing. You're at the tailor. Okay. So then she just, oh, why can't I make shit up tonight? All right, so
We were
she's
fooled. It's fine.
she's just gonna make you some clothes. Oh, but she suggests, she's like, you know, do you need this? Are you in a hurry?
Yes, I do have somewhere to be this afternoon.
All right, well, let me see if there's something I have pre-made that I can just alter for you then. It would be less expensive, which might be good, right?
Sure, certainly, if you say so. Also, I need some shaded or tinted looking glasses as well, if you have them. Don't know where I could find them.
Shaded glasses. Huh. You know, I don't think I've even seen a pair of those. Maybe. You should talk to Mr. Tisdale for those, I would think.
Well, unfortunately, he's not open today, and I really need them today.
Today.
And
Well,
the only compatriot I have to be able to make them has gone elsewhere.
Well, let me get you hooked up with some clothing, or get these clothings for you, and I'll think about something perhaps we can use instead of glasses. And so she's gonna go and make some clothes for you, or take some clothes off the shelves that kind of fit, and then tailor them based on the measurements that you got. It's gonna take her like 4 hours to do all this.
While she was
Okay.
talking to Ky'el, Lynn was looking through her pack and got out the dress and laid it beside her, and she was just like feeling all of the velvet while she was talking to Ky'el. And after she goes and puts Ky'el's stuff in the back, she asks if they have any shoes that would match this dress.
Oh,
Perhaps.
yeah, I do have some shoes that would match this. Why, that is a lovely fabric. Very, very expensive, too. Did you pay a lot of money for this?
It was given to me.
Wow, this is quite the gift. The sewing isn't as good as one would think, but it's not horrible.
It's far better than anything I could do.
Yes, I believe I have some shoes. Do you want heel, like with a little bit of a lift, or flat, or really high?
For God's sakes,
Why are
just
you
give
not
her
wearing
flat, she'll
shoes?
fall on her face.
Pardon?
I said, for
Do you
God's
have-
sakes,
do you
just
have a-
give her flats.
What about a
Flats.
fashionable boot?
You don't wear boots with that dress. Flats, we can give you
Not-
some flats. Why are you not wearing shoes in my store, though, ma'am?
I don't wear shoes where I'm from. I'm just used.
You don't wear shoes. Oh, okay. And she'll go and give you get you some shoes
This will be my first pair.
that fit. Magically, she has shoes that fit you. Now my problem is that I'm having that's in my head right now is I don't remember how much money you guys have, so I don't know how much I'm supposed to charge you for
I just
items like
looked.
this.
I was looking at some of the because it should only have like 17 gold, but I was looking.
But
And I
we got a
noticed
bunch
that
of gold a while back.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a bunch of gold in like January. What was it? Was it January? We got like a bunch after a rest or something.
Yeah, so okay, so you're fine. Cause I'm probably gonna like charge you 50 gold for shoes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's all right.
And Ky'el's tailoring will be like 100 gold.
I'll take care of both.
Okay.
Oh.
Fucking Kyle's rich.
He is.
Normo
But
actually
we have
chokes a little bit and
Oh,
is
sorry.
really glad he doesn't. He comments, "Shoes are expensive," because he also doesn't have them.
What? Oh. And she kind of looks at Ky'el and with an eyebrow raised. Why are you with people who don't wear shoes?
Well, that one, and point at Lynn, she's more of an outdoorsy, naturey type. That's just how she is, and that one, I just don't believe I've ever run into any halflings that wear shoes, except for some of the more well-to-do. And he's more of like salt of the earth style.
Oh, yeah. The halflings around here definitely wear shoes for sure. Oh, okay. Would you like some shoes, Mr. Halfling, sir?
Why?
Oh, your friend is buying shoes. Maybe you also would like some shoes. May I interest you in some shoes today?
Lynn just like whispers to Karembo, "I don't want Kyle's parents to think that we're just a bunch of freaks, so I bought some shoes."
Normo looks down at his shoe, looks down at his feet, looks over at the other people's feet. Must be ashamed to not have furry feet.
I imagine little bunny toes just like twinkling.
I know, right? Because he'd be totally on my side on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He would.
Thank you kindly. No,
Okay.
my feet were made for walking.
Oh, that's what they're going to do.
Nice.
You're welcome. And she's going to look at Ky'el and she's going to say, "I've given it some thought about the glasses, sir. What I have here is a disguise kit, and I am capable of applying it to you if you'd like. We could maybe obscure your eyes with some makeup, or if you'd like." I assume you're trying to hide.
I don't think that's going to quite work out the way you think it will.
Oh, I'm very good at changing like the shape of people's eyes with some makeup and making their nose look thinner or bigger, make the lips bigger. I'm very good with that.
And I do appreciate your artistry, but that's unfortunately not going to work for what I need them for.
I mean,
Lynn says, "Ky'el and makeup," and just starts giggling.
what if we just gave you normal glasses and painted them?
Would imagine that'd be hard to see out of.
Oh, you need to be able to see out of them too.
Preferably, yes.
Well, this is a... What exactly are you trying to hide, sir? The color of your eyes?
And I'm gonna put 10 more gold on the counter and say, don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you.
I have a bunch of stuff I won't worry about for 10 gold. Grumbo chuckles. He thinks he's pretty amusing.
Yep.
So you said this will take 4 hours?
Yeah, she's got her people sewing. Her one person sewing for her right now. Yeah. She's doing
the sweatshop
something.
in the back.
I wouldn't call it a sweatshop. It's very well to do. There's air conditioning. Come on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ain't no one sweating. No, she has would have a person that works for her. But she's still trying to think of these glasses because she's a tailor. What kind of store would even sell glasses in that time period? Or in like a D&D world? They'd have to have somebody wearing glasses, right?
Mage's shop, because they're all those
Yeah.
sorcerers out there
Panda
ruining their
knows.
eyes.
I don't know if Ky'el knows, but it would be very much akin to something of a smithy would to potentially wear, looking into the forge and that kind of thing.
Oh, so if you went to like a blacksmith or something?
Similar to like welder's glasses or something like
Oh,
that.
right. Okay. So somebody that makes those, like a jeweler would probably make them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Potentially.
Yeah, that's true. Like a jeweler. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, I can make a jeweler up if you want. I don't want you shopping because I don't have anything loaded, but
Well, again,
other than glasses.
we can fast track all this if you want to say that I locate one. Like I don't.
Yeah, we
need
can
to
do that.
roleplay
Let's
it
just
if you
skip
want
this. So
to-
let's just skip this
to
part. So
skip
you
all
get
this
some
stuff.
glasses, you meet a jeweler, she directs you to a jeweler. I'll make up a name for it for later if we need to.
That's fine.
If you guys want to come back and do shopping. And yeah, you get some tinted glasses for you to, I'm assuming, to wear, and your clothes have been refreshed.
How much money for the glasses?
We'll do the 25 gold for him. How's that?
That's fine.
All right.
17. Okay. I was just doing reverse math.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, I need to take the gold out of mine.
For what?
Yeah, he paid
Oh
for
yeah,
your
that's
shoes.
right. Well, that's right. Well, thanks, Ky'el.
Close. Also, might not want to be using my name too openly. Remember, there is someone
Oh.
trying to find me.
Oh yeah, that's true. My bad.
Where's Lynn's token? Oh, there she is.
I'm in the uwu.
Yeah, I see you guys now.
There's so many uwus.
Yeah.
Put Tim over there. And he can disappear. Okay. So are you guys gonna go to Kyle's parents' house now?
Whenever he's ready.
Yeah, or how about this? All right, you have all your shopping done, you have your glasses, you guys are standing out in town. It is probably around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 3.
Well, that was fun. I'm tired. Who wants to go have a nap?
A nap.
Oh, that shopping wore me out.
Grumbo was like, you've like spent way more energy in that fighting things for a longer time without a nap.
I really would rather not go to my parents' house.
Well, no time like the present.
I do today what I can put off till tomorrow.
That's how I live my whole life.
The sooner a job's begun, the sooner it's done.
That's true. That's very smart.
How
Caramba.
have you put out the remainder for later?
I think of more handy aphorisms.
Are we still in the shop?
No, you guys are just in the streets.
We're just kind of meandering through the street.
Yeah. You're wearing.
Okay.
I would assume that you're wearing. Are you wearing your dress and shoes? Lynn?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now people aren't as scared of you. But
Oh, that's good.
women with small children are still keeping their children away from
Mm.
you.
God, I think I'm gonna steal their children.
You're blue. Someone has to think of the children, you know?
I wonder what the children think of me.
You know, say he'd probably be more terrifying. Did he follow us the rest? Because he was just like, I'm just here for rope. Go find my daughter. Nah.
No, I'm fucked off somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Probably heading to your house. Since, you know, that's the last place the daughter was seen.
Well,
But I just want to know what the children think of me as I walk down the street casually with a gun on my back.
I guess we could always nap this afternoon, and then first thing in the morning we could go. Didn't we need to go to another shop?
You wanted to go to Tisdale's for the fancy magical items. Yes.
Yeah, so we could go there, and then after that we could always swing by your parents.
I don't have a magic shop loaded up. You can't go there.
God says no. Got it.
I mean,
Clothes.
go to your parents
Suddenly it's
tomorrow.
on fire.
Hunting episode. Time to start hunting.
Oh no, the magic shop burned down.
Oh no, magical items can't be destroyed by mundane means.
Oh
There's
no, it's
magical
magical
fire.
fire.
A meteor hit the building.
Oh no, suddenly the town has more things to worry about than me. All right, let's go to my house after all.
Hey,
A
you know
dragon-
what? So like there are options. You could maybe set a diversion if you want, or distraction. You could
I
try, you
am
know.
not the kind of person to set the town on fire. Thank you very much.
I set my whole country on fire. You're welcome.
No, the person that would set the town on fire for you to heartbeat's dead.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even have to ask him. Just add it and the building would be on fire.
Yes, the person that would make breaking into my parents' house much easier decided to fuck off and die.
Hey, the big man can kick the door down for you. If you can find him.
You guys were at a place that sold Tinker's tools.
Were we?
I got.
Yes.
We don't need tinker's tools. We need thieves' tools, lady.
Oh, true.
For that.
And a thief, or somebody with
And
dexterousness.
someone who is quite dexterous, which is not me. Or Karumbo. Well, Karumbo maybe.
Crumbo?
I'm not terrible, but
Holy shit. I have 17 decks.
See, maybe
Is it-
Viking could help.
He's very clinky and not that stealthy though.
What do you mean? I'm in light armor.
I'm talking about Karumbo.
yeah, no, me,
So,
I'm very clinky and
Yeah.
yeah.
Not
No, the-
stealthy.
as
the
is
short
the
one
money.
allowed.
Although to be fair, my stealth rolls have been better than some people's.
Crumbo to
That's
strip naked.
true.
Can't be
I
quite
also-
naked.
I also have some vestments I could wear instead if we really did need to do something more stealth-like.
You take the 10 minutes to take your armor off.
Well, yeah, I mean it would take a little bit.
The
And just walk
doff.
around in common clothes. I assume you have common clothes underneath that.
Well, small
Yes.
clothes.
Sorry, toddler clothes.
You assume he has clothes on underneath it at all. I bet you're naked under there, you slut.
No. You have to
How
have some.
uncomfortable
You have,
would
to
that
have,
be?
you have to have some padding between you and the armor. Come
Yeah, otherwise it chafes.
on. Yeah,
least in the
no,
groin region.
chafing's no good.
Look, I've seen the Da Vinci Code. I know some people, in their worship is all about
Not-
the pain.
That's true.
Yeah, not halflings. They're usually more about comfort
Why don't they wear shoes?
because they don't need them.
Shoes are uncomfortable.
Shoes are uncomfortable. They misshape your feet in weird ways.
Oh no, I just buy the natural foot shoes.
His halfling feet are big and hairy and tough.
Speaking
Yeah.
of shoes, Britt, you're gonna get a disadvantage on anything that involves dexterity while you're wearing your shoes.
She's not
Because-
in heels.
No, she's not used to wearing them, and her toes don't feel free, so they're uncomfortable.
Until she attunes them.
Until she's a little used to them, yeah.
That's just rude.
That's pretty hilarious, actually. I kind of like it.
You're welcome.
That makes sense, but it's funny.
Yeah, I was gonna wait until we were like doing anything, but I thought I'll just throw it in now. Actually,
Oh, now you can't cut this in the video.
Yeah, I gotta break them in.
it's true. Well, and you got to break your feet in because you don't wear shoes, right?
Yeah, I don't wear
Yeah.
shoes.
I imagine Lynn's like walking, but she's not bending her knees because she's trying not to bend her
Yeah,
feet.
probably. Either that or she's bending them too much. Like, and walking like a spider, essentially.
Just crawling across the ground at Mach 12.
Fascinating.
All right, another hour has passed. It's 3:00 in the afternoon.
And they're still just standing on the street, and I'm off doing
They're
God
just
knows
wandering
what.
around.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
is it
I'm gonna-
time yet? Or are we waiting to have dinner with them?
I don't want to go, but I fucking need to go because there's apparently information in my father's study that is beneficial to me, according to the crazy old man back in Greenest.
It sounds so insane, like when you say it all like that.
But is he wrong? No.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
And there
Is it
might
wrong,
be information.
Ky'el
for-
or the crazy old man?
No,
both.
your description of the crazy old man.
Mm.
Yeah.
There might also be information for Karumbo there,
Where?
since there's a place for book. There's his father's study would have books in it.
Oh, let's try to even think about that. I was thinking about trying to hit up a library later, not
That's true. You could.
He has his own library. Maybe he'll have some picture books in there.
Oh, that's some pop-out books.
Yeah.
I'll watch Lynn get scared by a spider popping out of a book.
I do believe they got rid of those after I turned 4.
pop-up books.
Oh.
Any of the picture
Well-
books.
Oh, picture books. Oh no. Wow.
They deemed them they deemed me not childish enough to need them anymore.
Oh. Lynn just puts her head down.
I'm looking at your sheet for a second, Kyle.
I see that as my page changes.
Because I'm
Wait,
like,
that
go-
happens? What?
You got ghosties.
yeah. I just needed to confirm a thing. That's all. Go ahead.
Confirm what, that I know how to read?
No.
Yes. It's been a ruse this entire time. Ky'el can't read.
You wanna just back up? Gonna put my page back to where it was? You just gonna leave it like this?
Oh, does it keep it that way?
Yeah, I just exited. Yeah.
Oh, weird.
What the fuck? Fine,
Not
I'll
even
back
put
to
your
my
page
core
back how it
page.
was.
I didn't. I just exited. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for that interruption. Continue with your stalling.
Well, I
thought you were
literally
stalling.
said, I guess we'll go. I'm not stalling anymore.
All right.
Oh, good.
So okay, so you guys are gonna get all together. It's what did I say? It was around 4:00 in the evening.
3.
Oh, was I
3
supposed to
o'clock,
change
sorry,
my
3.
clothes? I'm just asking for Ky'el.
I don't fucking care what my parents have to say about you, how you look. Like, I'm more so just, my clothes were dirty, and when you look good, you feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel good in my armor.
Well, there you go then. And as far as the glasses go, that was just because they're very fucking apparent and not all that subtle.
Hmm.
And all it would take is one look, and I guarantee they would recognize me, even though it has been a couple of years.
All right, we're ready to go.
All right, I'm
Oh.
already switching your maps for you.
I'm just gonna
Just a
assume I'm
second.
already there by this point.
Yeah, well, I'm bringing you with everybody. Now what I don't know is if you guys can actually see that yet. Fog of War, good.
All I see is
Kyle's
black.
parents live in the woolly.
Yep, because it by default has that, so you should be able to see now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a disclaimer. This next bit, for this part of the campaign thing for tonight's session, I had help from ChatGPT to help me write the descriptions for this, because one of the things that's lacking for me is I'm not very good at writing descriptions unless I have a fair amount of time to do it in. So yeah, I spent some time on stream the other night with ChatGPT figuring out some descriptions for what's going to come next. So
If only I'd been listening.
I hope it makes the stuff a little bit more enjoyable. I was talking to a couple other people that that DM, and they've also started using it for descriptions and things. So yeah, none of this is like every single thing that it spit out I still had to go and edit. So it's not like I could just be like, hey, give me this, and it gave me to a perfect, right? So I still had to go in and refine it and stuff. So it still did take a couple hours to get some good things. But anyways, that's my disclaimer. I didn't write this myself, but I did author it, if that makes sense.
Wow, experience ruined. My immersion.
Your immersion, okay. So as you approach the monster's home, the road and paths leading to the entrance are paved with a mosaic of colored cobblestones. Each stone is carefully selected to create a mesmerizing pattern, weaving together shades of earthy browns, warm reds, and vibrant blues. The mansion's impressive exterior is graced by two lofty spires that flank the front entrance. These imposing towers feature intricately carved stone embellishments and tall, narrow windows that overlook the surrounding city. At the front of the mansion, a sprawling garden comes to life, bursting with vibrant colors and fragrant blooms. The meticulously manicured grounds boast an assortment of exotic flowers, fragrant herbs, trimmed hedges, and graceful, towering trees that offer shade and tranquility. Lush greenery, carefully arranged in symmetrical patterns, creates a picturesque tapestry against the stone walls. In the heart of the garden, statues of Torm and Joachim stand side by side, crafted with exquisite detail. Torm, the embodiment of justice, brandishes a sword, while Joachim, the goddess of commerce, extends a hand holding a coin of prosperity. Water flows from their hands into the fountain, symbolizing the blessings they bestow upon the estate and its inhabitants.
Dang.
I didn't know your folks were religious.
I mean, if you consider money a religion, then yes.
Certainly can be.
Well, they worship the almighty dollar.
Well, there is a god for that, and I did look it up.
There is.
There is. So as you approach, you're walking up the pathway or the walkway. You notice actually, Ky'el, that there doesn't seem to be a lot of guards around, and which is rare for your family. There's normally a couple by the doors and stuff, you know?
But they're not here now?
No, you don't see them.
Good. Keep on walking.
Yeah, you guys can walk yourselves if you'd like.
Would I know of like? Are there any side entrances or anything?
I sent you the pictures, right?
Yeah.
I think I sent you the one without the roof on, which I can switch you guys to.
All of them without the roof, yes, but there's no like secret entrance marked or
No.
put or anything like that. I'm just saying, do I know of any?
No, not from outside of. You'd have to go. No, you don't know of
I
any.
just ran out the front gate essentially.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. That's more so what I was trying to determine.
Yeah. No, you left in the front. Yeah.
Okay. That's all I needed.
I'm gonna assume because I headed here far before them, I'd be up here somewhere already.
Yeah, sure. I'm actually gonna move you guys to the other map. So give me a second. Select your tokens. Wait, do I even see your tokens here? Yeah.
I need to see you a DM about a word that's on one of those maps.
Oh, okay. You see a word on the map?
Y'all.
Okay.
You're moving now, so I move myself back so you can grab it easier.
Trying. Like, why is it not letting me select? There we go.
Is there a naughty word on a map?
No.
Okay, good.
Let me read Panda's DM before I switch you guys maps.
What? No, it's definitely not.
It says right up there, Panda.
It doesn't say oldest. It says firstborn.
Yeah, first.
That doesn't mean there's others.
Well, I gave you another one.
I'm an only child, lady. That was the whole point of like them keeping me retained because I was their only kid.
Maybe they popped out a kid since then.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have information of that then.
I see the issue now.
Hmm. Well, that ends tonight's session. Have a good night, guys. Like legit, I have to go and.
I'm sorry.
I literally, yeah, we're done tonight.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Yep.
I never made mention of siblings. That's why I was just like.
That's why I checked that 4 times. My
You could've
interpretation.
asked me.
My interpretation. Well, I did ask you all sorts of stuff, and you said you were leaving it all to me. It's fine, but we can't play anymore tonight. I don't have anything prepared.
It works out for the best.
That's okay, because Shantae was going to break it all anyway, right?
Oh yeah, I was 100% about to walk up, kick the door and start robbing the place.
Well, no, I didn't mean like that. Just,
Look, I had no plans.
Oh.
You know how hard it is to be good?
No, it's not hard at all. What are you talking about?
I have the urge to, kick the door and rob the place. But I'm
Oh,
a good guy.
I see. I see.
Like, I'm too new to just make this up, so
That's
You're
okay.
not.
we're done
No,
tonight.
that's fine. That's okay.
All right, welcome back. So yeah, that was my let's abruptly end the session thing. So what had happened is I had given Panda some maps of his house because if he'd lived there, he would know some of the layout. Even if he was kept in seclusion, he at least would know some of the layout of the house that he'd be able to navigate the group through. So I gave those to him ahead of the session. On it was Brother's room. And he didn't look at them. Like, to my defense, he didn't look at them until we were about to start that section of the session, okay, where we're arriving at his house. And then he notices that it says Brother's room. And so in his mind, he was an only child. My mind, why couldn't he have siblings? He didn't specify, and he didn't specify. He said eldest, so to me that meant that there could have been youngers. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to take something that would be interesting. So he had patterned his family name after the Munsters television show, like his father's Herman and his mother's Lily. So in that show, there wasn't a Ky'el, but there is definitely somebody named Edward or Eddie who was a werewolf. So I thought, this is a perfect thing. So I created Edward. I made him the younger brother, and I made him fully resent Ky'el. So what I wanted to illustrate through that storyline was the dichotomy, I guess, between the favorite and the non-favorite, right? And how two siblings can be treated differently by their parents, and how they both view it. So what Ky'el saw as a prison sentence and neglect and horrible misuse or mistreatment, his brother saw as favoritism and being more important and the one who should be protected. And that caused his brother to resent him. But Ky'el didn't know this and wouldn't know this until he was confronted. So the plan was they'd be leaving the house, the brother would confront him in the garden, and they would then, argue, and Ky'el would have a choice to kill his brother or to maybe have some sort of peace with him. Anyway, I wanted to cause some conflict and make Ky'el choose. Essentially, he wants to choose between good or evil, but because he has this celestial side of him, which could go evil or good, right? Like, he doesn't know what he wants to be yet. And so what I'm doing in this campaign is giving him choices. Is he going to side good or side bad? And so that eventually, by the time we get to the end of it, he should have a good understanding of who his character is and where he wants to go with it. That was my plan. So it didn't end up that way. You'll see in the next session, which I'm going to post after this, of course, how I did end up resolving that. But it ended up with, in my opinion, probably my most embarrassing moment in this entire campaign. I didn't think fast enough on my feet. My whole plans are ruined. Everything's bad. I kind of my plans were ruined. And I felt that in that moment, everything was bad and I wasn't able to deliver something to him that, in my opinion, would have been super epic. Now, he and I have, of course, since then we've talked, we've smoothed it all out, everything's fine. He also apologized for not being as flexible as he should have been, and I apologized for, trying to railroad something like that or not clarifying with him. But I think this moment really, really talks to how important it is for a DM and a player to be on the same page, especially if you're going to do something with regards to backstories. And if it's going to have a backstory that is going to, span the length of or the duration of the campaign, which this one is, because he wanted slow incremental changes, right? Like, he wanted different choices to be able to determine if he's going to be good or bad. I didn't want to deliver one of those Anakin Skywalker moments where it's like, no, you must turn to the dark side. And he's like, okay, yeah, let's do it. After no coercion at all, and no convincing. I didn't want that to happen. So anyways, I am okay with the solution that we came up with, which you'll see in the next session. But this one was short, full of learnings for me. Talk to your players if you're a DM. Players, talk to your DM. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.